Hey guys, welcome to another video about my 1989 Pontiac Firebird. Well, I was gonna be doing some work today on the car, but I have a lot more stuff to do, so I'm not gonna be able to work on it today. But what I will do is I'll just give you a quick little run around of what the car I've done on the car, and a quick little run around of certain things I might do. It's not gonna be everything because I don't have time to tell you everything, but I just want to give a quick little I just wanted to let out an update about what I'm planning and what I'm going to be doing. And what I've done too. But let me go ahead and open up the engine compartment. Just give me 1 second. Alright. And let me just get this open. Alright. Now, with the engine compartment, there's I'm not going to talk about cosmetics. I'm talking about mechanical repairs right now. And let me tell you what I have done. Well, when I first got the car, it wasn't running, and of course I checked all the vital signs, such as the fuel and the spark and the pressure in the fuel. I checked everything I could, and I narrowed it down to being, at first, I suspected it was the ignition coil, because we weren't getting any spark. But we also weren't getting any fuel, and I didn't know this at the time. I wasn't sure of it. But then after I replaced the ignition coil, it still wouldn't start, so I had to take the throttle body apart, checked out the injectors, make sure everything was working good, clean everything up. Still wouldn't start. So then I went ahead and I opened up the distributor and I looked inside and I saw that it had a piece of metal, which was the Reluctor, was disintegrated inside of it. So then I realized I had to replace that, and I looked and I saw I had to replace the pickup coil too. So I got a new rotor, cap, pickup coil, Reluctor, all that, replaced it all. It still wouldn't start. At this point I was getting really anxious to get it started because it was ridiculous that it wouldn't start. And then I realized that the part where the magnets were, they would have disintegrated also. The magnets themselves had actually disintegrated, and they were connected to a $100 piece called the pole piece. And in order to get those magnets back, I would have to either get a used one or buy a new pole piece. But I can get a new pole piece and an entire new distributor, 100% complete, for $50 to $150, brand new. Okay, so I went with a brand new KARR distributor, and it cost me about $70. But I wanted one that was of more decent quality. So once I got the new distributor, well, I didn't tell you this part yet, sorry I skipped it, but the ignition module, I also thought it was that, and it wasn't that, obviously, and I actually replaced it. So now I have almost completely rebuilt distributor, and it's in the trunk right there. But anywho, I put a brand new distributor in, and right when I cranked it up, I saw the injectors pulsing, and I knew it was going to start, and then it cranked right up, and that was an awesome moment. And ever since then, it started right up. Now, I recently went ahead and got seafoam, and I know it's not too good to do seafoam on old engines sometimes because it might have some old gunk or whatever you want to call it that's sealing up certain things, getting it to run right and not leak. But I decided to seafoam it because I figured I want it to run right and I want everything to be working properly. So I went ahead and I believe I put 5 ounces into the fuel tank, because I should have only about 3 gallons of fuel in there right now. And I put about 7 ounces into the up here in the head, right there, right in the oil where you fill the engine oil. And I believe the rest of it, the rest of it, I sucked it right up through this brake booster line right here. So ever since then, it still is misfiring, and the reason is because I already changed out the spark plugs. Every one of the spark plugs is brand new. And by the way, in order to change the spark plugs in this car, the only way you can really do it is to actually lift it up, or I put it up on the ramps, and get under there and wedge your arm in. So the problem is currently that the spark plug wires are not letting the spark get to where it has to go. So I'm going to have to go ahead and replace the spark plug wires. So hopefully in my next video I will have the spark plug wires, and I'll actually tape me putting the new ones on. It should be a lot easier than changing the spark plugs because it's just unplug, route, plug back in. Shouldn't be too difficult. And other problems I have right now is that there's some sensors and stuff that were on the old one, and I don't think any of them are necessary, but the old air box, but I don't think any of them are necessary, so I'm not gonna even worry about that for now. But I just have the plugs laid aside. Another problem I have, real quick, let me show you, is that I don't know quite where this goes. I don't know quite where all this hose assembly goes. I believe it goes like up here. I don't think it's supposed to be touching the engine block. And let me see. That's pretty much it for now. I checked the transmission fluid and everything seems to be good. The other day, after I did the seafoam motor treatment, it leaked a bit of oil. Right now there isn't any oil dripping from it. I was just running a couple minutes ago. So that is a good sign. Also, I taped it, but I didn't like the video of me removing the heat and sound shield from up here. As you can see, KARR was originally red, and of course you could tell by the inside of the engine compartment. But it was really messed up, and it had like fiberglass. Whenever I'd work on it, I'd get fiberglass all in my shirt, and it would be itchy. So I decided to get rid of that. And I can get a new one for about 50 bucks with the Firebird gold logo on it. It'll look really cool. Now I am doing a Night Rider restoration. This Night Rider restoration is going to take quite some time, but I'll have it done. Like I showed in my previous video, the steering wheel's nice and the front of the dash is good. That's a good start. That's all I can say. And the body is almost flawless, except for the fact that some of the panels aren't lining up perfectly, but that's just, I gotta adjust them. Like right here is a huge gap. A finger could fit in it. Over here it's rubbing against the light, but that's adjustable with the light. Over here it's almost okay, but over here it's way too tight. And over here it's rubbing. So you see what I mean by the problems I'm having. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move it out, and we'll do a little bit of acceleration test. Idle's nice. Let me go ahead and put you, I think, up here. I really gotta get a mount for my camera. Now I gotta turn you around first. Back her up. It's hard holding the camera while you're backing up and everything, because you like using your hands. Two things I can do. I can leave you up there, or I can put you by the speedo. But let's see. Alright, change of plans. We ain't gonna go anywhere for a speed test right now because there are cops around. I guess that's it. I'm gonna cut this video down as short as possible, but I'll let you know next time what I'm doing with my 1989 Pontiac Firebird, and we're gonna have a video about Hot Rod Magazine. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time.